if these unions were to depart from government, if government were to take too firm a stance on them and they were to turn around and remove themselves from it, how much of a threat would it really be to the ruling party?
Look, it's a very good question, because it's one thing to talk about moving out of the broader COSATU alliance and campaigning then against the ANC and in election. It's quite another thing to really get the votes in, to make sure that every union member perhaps now decides to go with you, ditching the ANC and thereby supporting a new union-based political movement. All I can say is that if the unions did decide to start their own political movement, some of their supporters clearly, I think, would leave the ANC. The unions are often a financial contributor as well to the ANC. So the ANC would lose not only some supporters, some votes on the ground, they would lose some financial benefits that the unions do provide the ANC at election time. And the ANC is in a relatively fragile position, particularly in Gauteng. In this last election, the ANC barely managed to win many of the big metros in Gauteng. And if we're looking 2 years down the line at local government elections, the ANC is going to be very nervous that if a new trade union political party is formed before the next local government elections, even if it takes a moderate amount of voters away from the ANC, there's a chance that the ANC vote in Gauteng can drop to below 50% and the ANC can lose control of the economic heartland of South Africa. So even a moderate gain by a trade union-based political party can really upset the ANC, particularly in Gauteng in 2016. And I think the ANC will be trying their level best to prevent any such split away from the broader alliance, especially over the course of the next 2 years.
And I suppose then that's just a risk that the ANC is just not willing to take.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to holding on to power, that is still the key imperative for the ruling political party. And I suppose for any political party, to be perfectly honest, how much of a risk are you prepared to take in terms of... The risk really is trying to set South Africa back on a path of growth and of stable governance and a stable labor relations regime, or, of course, holding on to power, holding on to the core of the alliance itself. And that's the choice, in a sense, that the ANC currently has. Which side does it take? I don't think everybody in the ANC agree on which side of the equation the ANC really needs to act. But ultimately, I think holding on to political power is still the predominant force within the ruling party.